We need to thank Him that we are alive. We read it in Psalm 150 verse 6. Let everything that had breath praise Him. Everything that had breath, praise Him. Everything that had breath, praise Him. Mommy Moji was leading us in song, and she was referring to, you were talking about one school, man. Which school did which school? Is that the school you finished your secondary school? And she was referring, you know, God had to recount the story of David to him after David became so great. So I took you from the sheepcote. And people of God, let us not allow God to tell us our story. You yourself learn to tell your story. When you it will keep you humble. I was teaching my students just about 2 weeks ago in Nigeria, and I told them that I made a second-class lower from you. I said, second-class lower. They were surprised. I just left it at that stage. I said, this one, if I tell them that I was even almost rusticated, thrown away, they will collapse. Because they enjoy my teaching. I've been teaching them online from Nigeria, and then I was required to travel to go and teach them physically and to set exam for them, master students from 12 different nations. And I told them, one of them was my former student in UI. So I said, I was talking about her, that I even supervised a BSc, that she was outstanding, that she made the second class upper. I was celebrating her. Then I don't know what made me to talk about myself. Then I said, oh, the second class lower, because a good number of them made either first class or upper. It's an highly competitive program. There were just 20 in the class, from 20 nations, from 12 nations. Highly competitive because it's fully funded by the African Union. So they will say, second class lower, and he's talking this way. He taught us so beautifully. Abba. And to for you and the work with Ebora Gbelo. Agbelo Danu. Mommy, Professor Anike, am I talking? Agbedanu. If you like, look at me with that mindset. Even if I had a top class, praising, raising. Each praise, each thanksgiving, ladder of greatness. Moje Baba Lokwe. Moje Baba Lokwe. Oh. Brasami, help me. Auntie Yemi. Come on, sing it. That's what we have to do. Sing it. Yes. Three more times. One of the things we should thank God for is the fact that when we leave this world, we would dwell with God in heaven. Wow, that's massive. As many of us that are giving our life to Christ, you can't pay for that. Christ, you can't pay for that. You cannot. And Jesus made it so clear over and over in the scripture when he was in the world talking to the disciples. So I go to the Father to prepare a place for you. Say, if it were not so, I would not have told you. Believe me, other things that I told you of, they are coming to pass. They came to pass. Believe me. Wow. And mentions the God